You're dancing on my heart again. Guilty rhythm has got no time.
CMAGIC5 é uma artista com raízes luso-canadianas. Com dezenas de milhares de seguidores nas redes sociais, esta artista tem cativado o carinho de audiências espalhadas pelo mundo, não só com a sua poderosa voz e irreverência em palco, mas também a sua mensagem anti-bullying. Si confessa onde descobriu a sua paixão pela arte da música.
I always like to say, music found me, music chose me. And I heard it first from my parents. They told me I started rocking before talking. It started off with me doing these little living room performances to friends and family. But the more I did it, people would be like, hey, that's definitely more than a hobby. And I knew myself, like, being at that young, tender age, I knew it was more than just a hobby. It was a passion. I knew that's what I wanted to be doing for the rest of my life. I love performing as a whole. I love getting to dance and just, give people an experience, for whatever duration of that, event would be. It's like people can kind of get their minds get out of their own headspace and just enjoy something. That's the arts, During my elementary school years, that was a tough time with dealing with challenges with bullying. And that's when I think I first discovered my passion for songwriting and just started writing. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know that it's making me feel good. One thing led to another, and I composed my first EP at the age of 10. And so I released it, just not officially, just putting it out on YouTube and stuff. And, that kind of led to me songwriting a whole bunch, and doing more collaborations, writing more songs, more tracks. And then I released my debut album, Ready to Run, and that's the first body of work that I released on, Spotify, a little bit more commercially. But again, no team behind me, no managers, no kind of promoters, nothing, just me. That actually accumulated over 10 million streams, and I was so proud of that. Just being, going through school, dealing with so much and doing it all on my own. It's, that's what motivates me at the end of the day.
A artista revela a origem do seu nome e descreve o seu estilo musical para os que ainda não tiveram a oportunidade de ouvir as suas canções.
I think it was my first Instagram username, and it stuck with me. So it's a name that's been there with me through a lot. So it's that's why it has so much significance today. But basically, the C corresponds to the initial of my first name, which I don't really share publicly because I do like to keep the suspense, and maybe one day I'll do this grand reveal where it's like, hey guys, my real name is this. The 5 is because I was born it's my lucky number. I was born on the 5th day of the 5th month. Magic, because that's exactly what I feel when I do anything music related. It's all I've ever wanted people to feel, and that's all I feel, as, cringy or whatever as it may sound. It's like the magic in music. My dad would play a lot of rock music around the house, so that's kind of where my heart is. But, at the end of the day, I'm a pop girl. I love pop. I love music that I can dance to, that makes me feel my best self. Growing up and then challenges with bullying and stuff, I've never been that kind of popular person at school, or a person who's just kind of felt overshadowed a lot. So that's why every time I get out on stage and perform these songs, it's healing is not enough of a word. It's transformative, and that's exactly what I want people to feel. It's like, you get out there, get on stage. If you're listening to this song, if you're with me in that room sharing that same energy, it becomes so much more than just a show at that point. It's an experience.
CMAGIC5 foi condecorada na mais recente gala dos International Portuguese Music Awards, com a sua canção Rock, Paper, Scissors a vencer na categoria de pop.
First and foremost, I'm just so grateful, so honored, so humbled to receive such a prestigious award and recognition from the IPMA in the first place, especially for a song that was definitely a labor of love, like Rock, Paper, Scissors. The award itself, it's just such a great reminder of, my support system. I do have to give a shout out to my support system, which are my parents, who've been there with me no matter what, and keep me on my feet, keep me grounded and staying humble. Despite there's a lot that goes on, and I'm learning as I proceed on this journey. There's a lot of snakes out there. There's a lot of ladders out there. I think I'm teasing a new song that I might want to put together, maybe Snakes and Ladders, but we'll see where that leads me to.
Si desvenda alguns dos projetos que irão ser lançados num futuro próximo, incluindo planos para lançar um álbum. Sigam as suas redes sociais para acompanharem mais um grande talento luso-canadiano.
I'm going to be debuting a bunch of live unreleased music, so that this is the kind of music that is going towards my next body of work, which will be my upcoming album. And it's basically, I like to call it my new era of music, because it's the kind of music that I've always wanted to do, but never kind of like truly, like they talk a lot about artists finding their sound, and I feel like we're always evolving, always growing. So I wouldn't really lock myself into anything. I don't like putting myself into a box, but this is the sound so far that I feel like I've been resonating with the most, and it feels like me. I have more collaborations coming up. I like to work with different producers and artists from all over the world. Usually, I do a lot of EDM stuff as well, top lining and things like that, so you can expect a lot of fun things. But I'd say, yeah, the main things are the live shows that are coming up, as well as the new music that I'll be releasing very soon. So yeah, you guys are the first to hear, and I hope you'll stay tuned for that.